Hello class, we're going to spend a couple of minutes talking through another resource online that will allow you to conduct some occupational research. This resource is called WIS Careers or Career Locker. I believe on the handout that we have in the content, you're going to want to look for WIS Careers. Because the online code that we give you only works with WIS Careers, so we'll make sure that that is current and updated. So WIS Careers, but you'll see it also is called or referred to as Career Locker. So again, if you get a chance to take a look at the information for the informational interview, part of that assignment does require that you complete some occupational research. If you take a look over on the left, you're going to see the occupational research worksheet. It does require some information regarding what knowledge, skills, duties, working conditions, etc. are part of that particular occupation. WIS Careers will give you some great information to complete that worksheet, and I want to show you how to access that. Once you get into WIS Careers, you get your account set up and you get onto the landing page here. All you need to do is click on Occupations. And then there's a few different ways that you can navigate down to the actual occupation that you're interested in. So take a peek and discover which best way works for you. The easiest way is really just to click on this Browse Occupations link right here on the top, and it gives you an opportunity to select by letter, enter the text. We're going to enter the text. We're going to look at some information for social work. We'll take that. And then it brings us to kind of our landing page for social worker, giving us a general description of what a social worker does on a day-to-day basis. Hours, conditions, work locations, just those quick summaries. And then if you look on the left-hand side, there are also tabs that give us detailed information in terms of education path, outlook, salary. So very similar to the things that we're looking for with the occupational research worksheet. So if we click on education path, obviously it's going to give us some detailed information about the fact that social workers have to have a master's degree in social work with some on-site training or internships. But what's also great about WIS Careers is that if I click on a master's degree, it's going to take me over to the education tab and give me some more information, and then also a list of the graduate schools that carry the programs that I might be interested in regarding a master's in social work. So WIS Careers does a good job of linking things. So if we go back to our page, we'll just get back to the landing page for social work. Also gives us the Outlook. What's great about Outlook on WIS Careers is it does give us a lot of different Outlook snapshots. But what you're really wanting to look at is the percent of expected employment growth, which is down here. I get to highlight it here. Anytime you see some positive growth over the next 10 years, that's great. It means that there are going to be opportunities in the areas that you're interested in. And the competition, again, depending on how much growth there is, will determine how much competition there is for those particular positions. Salary, so we'll take a look at salary. What's also great about WIS Careers is that we can do some summary information for Wisconsin if you are a student thinking about staying in state. The information on wage does start off with entry level. So this would be for students just graduating, may have had a field placement or an internship. The median is going to be about the middle salary, and again, maybe some, a bachelor's degree, maybe a year or two of experience, and then experienced. So these are going to be folks who have many years of experience in education, and then, that salary is going to reflect those things. You can also change the state, so if you're thinking that you'd like to relocate somewhere, you can change to different states to get comparable information for other locations. So that's very helpful for students who are thinking about out-of-state opportunities. What's also great about WisCareers is it does have an opportunity to see some day in the life editorial summaries, and some of them will also have videos, so you can take a look at the information in the videos as well. WisCareers, also above and beyond helping you complete the occupational research worksheet, is also great for the education tab, which I mentioned before. Later in the semester, you'll have an opportunity to do a module on education or on graduate school. WisCareers has some great information about graduate school, so if you're on the education tab and you want to browse graduate schools, if you know the school that you're interested in or the professional program, you can certainly list or search based on that. The other thing I do want to mention before leaving the tutorial on WisCareers is that you also have access to something called assessments. Now, these aren't required for completing any of the assignments, but I do like to touch on it because it is a resource that you have access to and something that you could potentially utilize in the future if you like to. You can do an assessment in here called the Personal Globe Inventory. And essentially what that inventory does is it has you answer some questions about things that you like or dislike, and it completes a profile. The profile, gives you some outcomes in something that we call a Holland code. So it kind of identifies what areas you have highest interest in. And then it will create some occupational outcomes in terms of things that match interests that might be related to the areas that you have high interest. So if you're really still considering occupations or still undecided about what it is that you specifically want to do, completing an assessment or two may be helpful in terms of determining what might be a good path for you down the road. What's also great is if we are back on our occupations page, let me flip back here, you also have an opportunity to compare that occupation to assessments that you might have taken. So your interest snapshot, your traits, so for example for me, I have social and conventional. Traits for this particular occupation are social, artistic, and enterprising. So I do have the social match there. So it really just kind of helps you get an idea of whether or not that occupation might be matched to things that you would like to do and that might make you satisfied in the job or the opportunity that you are exploring. So that's really just a quick snapshot of a couple of the tabs that you can utilize in WisCareers or Career Locker to help you conduct your occupational research.